Yes, yes.
Hi there. My name is Mag, and Mag Secretario, and I have just met this very lovely woman, Sveti Williams. We live on the other side of the world, but we have a shared passion and a shared problem to solve around sleep. So it's just amazing to meet you. You are wonderful in what you do, and I'm so glad to meet you and get to know you more. So please tell us about you.
Hi, Mark, and it's nice to meet you too. And it's very exciting that now what I do is now seen in the USA a lot more. So people started to contact me for different reasons and things like this. So it's very, very nice to meet you, and especially knowing that we are in the same industry and we are in the same kind of live in the same purpose and things like this. So it's just exciting that more and more people are interested in sleep and the aspect of sleep and how that affects the human life and behavior and our health. So when it comes to sleep, I find that it's quite interesting, you see, situation there, because so far we've been taught about the pillars of health, that it's the exercise and it's nutrition, but there's nothing is taught about sleep and recovery in this way. So you see, a lot of people concentrate so much on the diet or so much on exercise, and they forget that to have exercise to benefit your body as much as you need it, and as much as you kind of desire, and diet the same. You need to have that sufficient amount of sleep and recovery. And so to get this message to people has been a bit challenging for me.
Yes.
Yes. So you must agree. Has this been like that for you as well?
Yes. Because we live in a society that's really set up to run 24/7, and everyone is always on. Things are moving so quickly, and many people feel caught in this trap that that they always have to be doing something, and they forget about the basics like sleep and rest, because it's go. So that's a challenge that we face, specializing in our niche with sleep, but also many people in the health profession, I imagine, health coaches, and so the challenge is, how do we get and share this message with others in a way that they can really take it in and make it something that they prioritize, because that's what we're about, making this a priority. You cannot make the best decision about going to the gym or going to work out, or the best choices for food, if you didn't get enough sleep. So that is common for all of us, but the challenge is also common with people not prioritizing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see, a lot of people these days, they say, well, I want to lose weight. I want to get fit. I want to be happy. I want to find my perfect partner. I want to be a better partner. I want to be a better parent. People want these things, but they don't realize that to have these things, they need to change things. Because you see, if you want to change things, then if you want things to change, then change things, you see. And to change things in life is quite a challenge. And one of the things that, because our challenge with sleep and getting the message through to people is about how to prioritize sleep, how important sleep is, and how people have to learn to value what sleep does to us, and value the good night's sleep and its benefits. Because no matter what diet you can be on, you would not succeed 100% if you didn't sleep well.
That's right.
No matter how much exercise and muscle you want to build, and if you're succeeding so far building some muscle, and if you don't have insufficient amount of sleep, if you don't sleep enough, the muscle growth will be compromised. And because the human growth hormone is not released effectively in the body, so
Yes.
the effectiveness of the exercise and the diet is just not there if you don't have enough sleep. But imagine if you had that good night's sleep, you can emphasize that exercise and the diet so much more. You can take it to next level. And
Yes.
you see, and this is people who actually doing something. There's a lot of people that I come across with. They just constantly complaining. They're saying, look, you just always stay. I've been taking this medication for 20, 30 years, and I was like, what do you want? Well, I want to sleep well. And what are you willing to do for it? Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can do anything because, I've been taking this medication and I know I'm poisoned, but I can't do anything. Maybe I should take another medication. Do you have another medication I can take? No, I don't, because you just told me you don't want to take medication, but yet you want to take medication. You see, these days life is busy and things like that, and a lot of people want to take a quick medication, quick pill to fix the situation.
Yes.
However, what it does, it doesn't really fix the problem. What it does is just like a band-aid situation. If you get people this analogy, if you fall and you scratch your knee and the knee begins to have an infection in it, and you need to go and get it fixed, right? You need to take some measures to fix the infection. You gotta go fix the root cause, and instead of putting just a band-aid on it and just put a band-aid and nobody can see and pretend it's not there. So the same with sleep. If you can't sleep well, fix it.
Yes.
When I lost my sleep, I wasn't well, and I was ill, very ill, physically, emotionally, psychologically. Every part of me was ill, and I literally I got to a stage where I couldn't even do it anymore. I couldn't even wake up in the morning after I stayed up so long, and then you kind of fall asleep towards the morning, and you suffer a lot. And I literally used to lie in bed and just pray to God. Just pray, God, can you please make me a better person? Because I just don't like the way I am now. I know I'm not. This is who I am, but because I didn't sleep well, I just can't be myself. So what I done is I literally was sick and tired of being sick and tired, So what I did, I became a psychopath in wanting to fix my sleep, you see. What I did, I went to college and I started learning complementary medicine. I went to kinesiology and I started, learning kinesiology. I started learning all these complementary modalities to fix my sleep, and I did it, I literally done nothing else, but my life was just involved in what else can I do to fix my sleep, and I did it. You see, and then when people come to me, they say they don't want to do anything, but they want to sleep well.
Yes. The
answer is simple. Right? It's simple. Fix your sleep. I didn't say it's easy, but it's simple. Okay.
Yes. Yes, I understand. In fact, we anticipate this. I mean, as coaches, we know that the biggest challenge will be getting people to do their part, and that's why we try to hold them accountable and so forth. We have these ideas how we can meet that challenge, and there are many. But what's very interesting was what you were saying about your story and how you lost sleep, and in a similar way, I lost my health and sleep, and I didn't know why. So when I ended up burning out from a corporate job, I was put on antidepressants, and I was in a dark state. But I realized then what my true purpose was, which was to help people with with their health, because, and especially sleep, because I wasn't getting any. So, you know, we both know how healing and how powerful the idea of sleep. So simple, but not easy. But which is how, you know, we come into this, trying to help solve this. You know, how do we help people through coaching, through education, through practice, and so you know, we're all different and we all do things differently. What do you find has helped you in the past to really get the message across of the importance of sleep?
Yes. Well, what I find what helped is, you know, getting to the pain, you know, because people who suffer from insomnia, they are in a lot of pain, and that pain, they have a memory of that pain. For example, during the day, they might not be in so much pain, you know, emotional pain, because they're distracted, they're awake, and they're not in that moment in the pain. However, they have the memory of pain. So just getting them to that, back to that, you know, memory of the pain that they were, say, the night before, or, you know, every night for the last 20 years, and really getting them understand that, you know, only if you could fix your sleep, you don't have, you literally won't have any pain. So getting to that point, like emotionally, like what do you really want, you know, having that basically a conversation with them, just getting them to just stop, you know, stop talking, just listen to me, and then ask the question, what do you want? And people say, well, I just want to sleep, or, you know, I just want to be happy. And I say, okay, well, we all want to be happy. You know, at the end of the day, every human in the world, all they want to know is that everything's going to be okay and they're not alone, you know. So, and behind all this, behind you know, our desire, we all want to be loved and to be happy. But you know, if they suffer so much, you literally, your ability to have that happiness is compromised. You can't be happy. So getting to the message to people, like, are you happy right now? People say, yeah, I'm really happy. Some people even get defensive towards me, and I said, because you see, I've tried different kind of messages for my events when I taught sleep transformation events. One of the messages was sleep, the missing link to your success. And because that really, really could be, you know. I
saw that, yes.
Depending on the problem, it could be, you know, if only you slept well, you could lose weight. If only you slept well, you can be happy. You can be a better person. You can get, you know, pay rise. You can be more productive at work. You can be more efficient in what you do. You can procrastinate less. You can even stop procrastinating. You know, you can just be so much better. You can be a different person. But people become defensive about it. Say, well, I remember this lady said, well, I don't sleep well and I'm successful. Well, why are you angry? You see, like, you just understand. So what's with your emotions? You know, people become angry, they become defensive, they become, you know, there is no control of their mood anymore. You see, it's very difficult to control your body systems if you didn't sleep well. So getting, you know, teaching seminar and really spending 4 hours with people, talking about this, getting them understand the perspective, getting them understand that, you know, behind your unhappiness is actually the root cause of your unhappiness, and the insomnia is just a symptom.
Yes, very
well. And I explain to people that when you lie in bed, you know, people get in this mindset that they ruminate on the past so much that they literally just always remain in the past. And then when they're in that, you know, past situation all the time, well, expect depression. People lying down, like, for example, I know a lot of people who work in corporate jobs and very stressful, demanding positions at work, and you know, so they constantly stressed about tomorrow. What are they going to deliver tomorrow? How are things going to go tomorrow? Well, when this happens, expect anxiety.
Yes.
And this is what people, exactly what they have is anxiety, is depression. So, and Spending 4 hours with people in the class, just
Yes.
explaining to them, why do you have this? And explaining to them that insomnia is not a disorder of its own. It's simply just a symptom of something that's not right inside of your mind, your body, your life, and everything. Just every other symptom, like a headache, you see?
Yes.
But they can take Panadol for headache. Yes, it helps, but sleep medication doesn't.
Yes, yes. There's a big part of our work which is education, and I would really like to take it, another level, to make it an experience. How can we experience what we're learning about sleep? For example, as we talked about this when we first met, what can we do to create a retreat experience? What could we do to create an online experience, or a face-to-face, a group, a physical, psychological, spiritual experience to really get the message across, because sometimes I feel that education or information in particular is not enough. We have to keep trying different ways, and I think, it would be wonderful to somehow collaborate, bring all of our approaches and our skill sets in a group environment, whether it's online or in real time, which would be wonderful. Something different that you could take, your corporate clients to, or your favorite, followers and fans with you, to have that kind of experience, because people have enough things in their life, and this is not just a holiday or fancy vacation. This is, transformation, something life-changing. And people are willing to pay for that, and maybe it's another way to share the message, and they tell their friends and so forth, or make it the first of its kind of some sort, because as we know, there aren't that many retreats around sleep, and there are many ideas. It's what we and who the first people are doing and creating about it. So I look forward to doing more with you and talking with you more. And, it's, the story how we met, which was probably online, right? On Facebook, perhaps? Do we have a shared common Facebook group?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know how, but somehow, yeah. I don't know how you came across me,
Yes.
and somehow, yes, we ended up talking.
Mm.
Sometimes things they just can't explain; it just happens.
Yes, and of course, there are not that many people out there, and I really appreciate you really following up and keeping in touch, and actually, taking action on what we spoke about last time, the first time, and just doing this, putting it out there, putting ourselves out there, because our passion for this is much stronger than any fears that hold us from doing this, from hiding out, from being visible. And you are visible, and we are visible, and that's one way of talking to more people about this. So I look forward to maybe something more, continuing these conversations, because we're really just getting to know each other. And I've read your bio. Thank you for sending that. And I would say, people who don't know Sveti Williams, you'd find her on Facebook as the sleepologist, right?
Yes.
And I'm already a fan, and I'd just love to continue our conversations, because I'm mindful of our time together. I have no idea what time it is, because when I'm speaking with you. I lose track of time and space. But if there was any other topic or question you thought we should talk about and share, what would that be?
When it comes to sleep, it's not. Sleep is not sleep. Good sleep doesn't equal sleep medication. A lot of people just go to doctor, and because I talk to a lot of people, and they say, well, how do you fix people's sleep? I said, well, we get into the problem of the root cause of the insomnia in the first place. If you keep trying to put band-aid on your insomnia, what's going to happen? It's going to get to the point where it's too late to fix it. And a lot of people, this is what they do. They wait till it's too late. Well, yes. In reality, it's never too late until you die. But some people push it so far and get so close to it, So until it's done, yes. Wait till your insomnia gets so bad. The moment you lost your sleep, fix it then. Don't go to extreme situations and get sleep medication, because once you're on this medication, the consequences are shocking. People yes. lose so much more than just control of their sleep, because that doesn't fix insomnia. They get into this vicious cycle of medication dependence. They get into yes. And then they need to up the dose, and then yes. from there they get they take a higher medication dose, which doesn't help insomnia, which they have more insomnia, they get more dependent on medication. 20, 30 years goes by, and then yes. they're on this entire a cocktail of medication that isn't serving them any good, and the side effects are absolutely tremendous. So before you get there, I just can't say this enough to people. If you know you've got a problem, fix it now. Don't wait. Don't just say, look, I'll fix it tomorrow. Oh, I'll go to my doctor next week. But how many weeks have you got left? Yes. People say, I'll fix it on Monday. But how many Mondays do you have left? Is it 100? Is it 1,000? Is it... How many Mondays we have an entire lifetime? If your life expectancy is 79 years, right. How many Mondays do we actually have to fix our problems? Right. And along the way, you might have another problem from insomnia. People yes. die from having absolutely no sleep in 11 days. Not yes. because they didn't sleep, but because of organ failure. And the first organ to fail is the heart. Yes. And recently I became the speaker for the Heart Foundation, and there is such a close correlation between heart health and sleep. Absolutely. If you have poor sleep, expect your heart to fail. If you have no sleep, you literally expect your organs to fail.
It's true.
If you don't look after your health, expect to lose sleep, expect to put weight on, expect to have depression and anxiety, expect all these things, and expect early death too. Because you see, when people don't look after themselves, what happens? The body they can survive as exactly. You can survive as because we are resilient beings. At the end of the day, the body adapts to whatever circumstances you put yourself into, but the body doesn't survive forever.
Yes, that's true.
And it's been known to cause early deaths because people didn't get enough sleep, not because they're not happy, or not because they skipped their meal or something, because they didn't get enough sleep. They literally organ failure. So this is what I'm trying to get to people to understand, the correlation between the dangerous side effects of poor sleep, and so fix the sleep right now, and don't do everything you can to fix the sleep holistically. Don't go to medication. This is I have no objection to medication. Exactly. Medication do save lives, and medicine is so advanced these days. But when I'm saying fixing your sleep, you didn't lose your sleep because you didn't take sleep medication in the first place. You see, you lost the sleep because there is a problem.
Yes.
Of course, if you had a car accident and you're on the street bleeding, you need medication, you need doctors, you need hospital, you need all that. But you don't need sleep medication because you lost your sleep. You see, so So when it comes to fixing your sleep, I think there's some mind work needs to be done as well. A lot of people are just not willing to. They're not willing to begin fixing their health, because you see that that element of willingness to make steps to do something, to change, willingness to create changes is not there. People are stuck in a situation where they're like, look, I'm fine.
Yes.
I'm fine. But behind I'm fine is actually there's a problem, because don't just tell me you're fine. I don't really care. You see? You're fine. That's fine with me. But what the problem is, they tell themselves that they're fine, but they're not.
Yeah. We call that the F word.
No, there you go. It's the F word. Don't F word to me. I am fine, and I tell myself I'm fine. And tell yourself you're not fine. Tell yourself, just literally be honest with yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, "What are you doing? Do you want your life to change, or do you want to lie in bed and suffer? What do you really want?" And so this is when once people take action, the first step is difficult to take. It's like, okay, I'm gonna just sit here and I'm gonna research what is sleep. I'm gonna research what I can do to my sleep. Well, I'm gonna sit there and really understand what happened to me that I lost my sleep in the first place.
Yes.
And if there is a practitioner that offers you their help, take it. If somebody done the work for you and says, hey, I know what you need to do, then do it. Some people take the help, but they just don't pursue it.
Yes, exactly.
Not. Just this is a difficult time for people to understand. But this is why we come here, and we help people to to get there. This is why we're coaches. This is why we coach people. This is why our coaching programs work, because we don't just leave people just give them a few tips and that's it. This is why tips don't work. Tips don't work. People say, well, just give me some tips and I'll be fine. Really? Yeah. You really think tips can help you? No, they're not. You need to be pushed to make the difference. So just remember, if you want things to change things.
Yes. That's wonderful. Thank you, Sveti. And I'm really privileged to meet you, and I look forward to more. And just the world is very small, and how we met here doesn't really matter. It's what we do from here. We do have a common connection that I just remembered through one of Roger Hamilton's tribe, and so that the world is quite small sometimes.
Quite small. No matter USA, Australia, or UK.
Yes.
It's really one problem, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's really one problem, because people are the same everywhere, and the grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener when you water it.
Very good. I like that. Yes.
It's not better in the USA or in Australia. It's just what you do to water your grass, and then it will be greener.
Yes, and so that's part of the reason why we are here doing what we're doing, why we are here talking about it live. And I would love to continue having conversations with you. So I'll leave it to our schedules to find another time to talk more. So wonderful. Thank you so much, Sveti. And I look forward to getting to your book. Yes. I saw that you have several products. So I would ask my people to check you out, because you're incredible.
So you can go on my website, and also you can see a page on the website called Beat Insomnia. People can fill out the form there, and from the form I'll contact them and see, we go deeper into the problem and see how that could be fixed, because the problem is fixable. It's just a symptom. Yes,
absolutely.
So it's just the matter of not letting that problem get deeper, because the longer people leave it, the harder it is to fix. It's not just a the matter of one medication or one tip, or just one something, something so quick. Like I said, it's simple, but it might not be easy.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much,
Thanks so
Sveti.
much. And it was a pleasure meeting you. And I'm so
my
excited.
pleasure.
Australia, USA. It's exciting.
Yes. It's wonderful. All right.
All the best. Have a nice day.
Yes. Thank you. And you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.